Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the shop. I'm not sure where this is going to fit in the video. It's been a couple of months since I've done any scout content. It's just been really busy in the backyard, but we're going to try to get some of the front shock mounts done. I have some other footage. We'll get this all edited together and see if we can make it seamless. Late start today. I was lazy at the house, but yeah, we're on the driver's side here, and got to get this one cut off. It didn't end up working out. Have my new F350 one. It's going to go up there, and then my bump stops will go in there. So we'll get after it, see if we can't get something done today. All right, everybody. It's been so long since I was in the garage. I'm not even sure if I've started an intro to this video, so we're going to kind of throw this out there. I think I did. Original design for my shock mount was here. With the brake caliper on, it comes around and runs into it. So that's going to get cut off today. And we're just running some stock, I don't know, Ford F350 mounts. They're going to go up there. They're going to get mounted to shock off the top. That little cheater piece of angle iron is drilled for the mid distance on my shock travel, so I can mount this to the lower mount and know exactly where my shock will fit into that. So we're gonna give it a try. All right, guys, I didn't record much today. I wasn't really in the mood, and a whole lot of mind stuff going on there. So the shock mount has been moved from here to the top of the C, and I got the Ford F250, F350 shock mounts tacked in place. I got that tacked in place. You can see they're at about, I don't know, 81 degrees. When I stood them up 90, I didn't like how they fit on the lower part, didn't fit on the C, and I was trying to give it a straight shot. Plus, with the suspension moving back anyways, it's just a better fit. So I will trim the bottom of that off before I weld it and show you my jig setup. So here's the other side with my angle iron in place for my lower mount. And all that is the distance. My shocks have 8.5 inches of travel. I can't remember when I calculated that, somewhere in the middle. I can't remember if it was more up, more down. But when I built that little plate, I used it on the back and the front. So yeah, that's it. We'll show you when it's all finished. Last time I tried to spend a bunch of time saving that bracket, ended up with scarf marks in the frame I didn't like, and didn't really have a plan for the bracket in the first place, so we're gonna sacrifice it. That's hard on the camera. We're not going to do that. Aww. So I hadn't welded the back of that mount yet. Waiting till the body was off to do that. So we got just some score marks on the front. It should come out, I think. Perfect. Little side note, I have this setting temporarily on those lightweight jack stands. They are car rated, but I just wouldn't put a rig on 4 of them. But we experienced a 7.0 earthquake last week. It was a rock and rolling, and it was sitting just like this, and I came home and it was totally fine. So I'm pretty happy they work well. Okay, we got that old bracket off. I'm gonna put the shock mount, lower shock mount on the Dana 44. And you can see somebody before I got this Dana 44 had put the reinforcements on, but there's a dip right there. And it's hard to see that I'm gonna put a filler in there because I want to lay my shock mount flat on top of that. And as you can see, maybe you can see there's a gap, so I'm gonna put a filler in there. Cut out a small piece and put it in there. All right, guys, I got that bracket cut off and the new one in place. I'm probably way overthinking this, but originally I cut out a piece of plate that gave me my distance between my shock mount lower and upper. Problem is I got some different spring compression, everything's going on. So what I did is I measured from the top of the spring and set my spring from the top of the spring to the bottom of the frame rail. And then I started comparing left and right sides. I measured from the bottom of the factory Ford mounting hole to the bottom of the frame, just a caliper. So that's the same on the other side. 83.75 is my angle. So we're gonna stitch it in place and call it good. Like I said, I think I'm probably way overthinking this, but should be good left to right. So we're gonna get this stitched in place. All right, I think we're gonna call this a video here. I still have to cut off the bracket that I didn't use, but I have the lowers on, uppers welded in place, just running some, you know, old school 8000 series Skyjackers. I just threw it on there so you can see it. I'm pretty happy with how that's laying out. Yeah, so I think we're gonna get out from under this thing on the next video and get back to maybe finishing up the, no, I'm probably not finishing up, working on the roll cage and the dash. I got the top off of this thing, so I can now start working from the top and inside. It was driving me nuts with the top on it, so spin that around. Cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a Merry Christmas and God bless.